So yeah, this is not ideal for either when Juju comes back next year or if she redshirts and it's the following year. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Not only are you losing Rhea Marshall, not only are you losing Kiri Fenn, you've lost the second best of your absolute elite freshman class. Like, she's not better than Kennedy Smith. Like, Kennedy Smith's a better player. But after that, I mean, Avery Howell was one of the best players in the tournament for USC. Like, genuinely, one of the best players in the tournament. And, like, it's not going to be easy for them to bounce back. Like, it's a feel-good story, Juju winning Player of the Year and all. Should she have won it? Yeah, in fairness, with the way Hannah Hidalgo ended the season, fair. And I don't think Lauren Betts did well enough individually. But, like, this was a USC team that had one of the best recruiting classes in the nation. Like, you had Kaylee Heckel, who, in fairness to her, like, does wild stuff, but puts the ball in the damn basket. At least she's still going to be there. Obviously, you've got, is Van Olhoffen gone? I don't know. I don't know if, was that what season? Yeah, sorry, that might have been, I don't know if that was a COVID year or that was a redshirt senior year for Van Olhoffen. Kennedy Smith obviously is exceptional, but like Avery Hell came in the tournament for them and was one of their best players. Like, she came in with 18 against Mississippi State and 18 in a big win against Kansas State on really good percentages. She came up big in the win against Michigan as well, and also came up huge with some of the shots she hit in the win against Indiana in the Big Ten tournament. So it's a big loss for USC. It really is. It really is a big, big loss. And it's always confusing when it comes to transfer portal. It seems as though with her, it was more so, she wanted to be the number one option. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the only logic I can think of, is that she wanted to be the number one overall option. But she would have been the number one option this year with Juju gone. Like, she's a better offensive player than Kennedy Smith. Maybe. But, yeah, like, she wants the keys. That's not happening on a Juju-led team. I don't see Iowa getting any. Iowa don't pay. As far as I'm aware, Iowa do not pay anyone. I don't see how they get anyone in the portal. The only way I think they could get someone in the portal is getting like a senior in a Lucy Olsen situation where you've got like a senior who is like, you know what, I'm going to get a lot of eyes on me and I might get drafted. And that all depends on where Lucy Olsen goes. If Lucy Olsen's a first or a second round pick, I can see Iowa getting a few new players. Otherwise, I don't know. A place where you can get all the playing time you want in Notre Dame. But, yeah, like, and also, it was a bit of a weird one, like, she posted her, like, transfer thing, and Van Olhoffen just shared it, which is odd. Like, I don't know what's happened to USC. I don't think nothing bad was said from any party, but closed the transfer portal. Players are playing on one-year deals. One of the best Canadian college players now in the portal. Avery Howell is expected to be involved with Canada basketball going forward. And the fact is, like, Avery Howell and Silas Swords are both in Canada basketball. Maybe go to Michigan. Maybe. Oh, does she fit in? Is she too much like a Silas Swords, like an Olivia Olsen? Is she too much like them? Maybe too much like a Silas Swords to do that. But you never know. Where would suit Avery Howell? Which would be an interesting one. USC, maybe. I think USC with Juju gone would have been a really good place for her. And I think one of the problems with this whole thing is that, I'm not joking when I say this, I actually think that the defense is really, really good from, what's her name? She's a really good defensive coach, Lindsay Gottlieb. But on the offensive end, they don't have an offense. Like, I don't know what she coaches in offense. Do they have any, like, actions? It's accidental basketball, but it's not even good accidental basketball. That's literally it. Do they have it's like, I understand accidental basketball when there's freelances, when there's actions, when there's certain stuff. Like, there's very much like a line between overly structured ball where you're running a play, you do this, and if this look is open, then this look, then this look. There's a difference between having some freedom, running some freelances, and playing literal just accidental ball. And that's the only way I can describe this. Is that it seems like they were playing accidental basketball. And if you're an offensive player and you feel like you can, do a bit more, USC's probably not the place for you, especially because once Juju comes back, the offense is going to be stand around and watch Juju. Like, that's what the offense was last year. How Kiki Iriafen was an All-American is beyond me. I get it, they were good. I get it, she put up good stats. She was so bad in so many big games. Like, there were a lot of stinkers. Yeah, she had some big performances, but like, she was bad in a lot of big games. I just don't rate Kiki Iriafen at all. I think the idea of Kiki Iriafen is better than the player of Kiki Iriafen. But it is still an interesting one where she's going to go. Like, I think she'd be good at UConn. To be fair, any player that shoots the ball will be good at UConn. Any player that can move off the ball and hit an open jump shot will look good at UConn. And that's one of those things. With UConn losing Paige is playing more to one now than anything, and Caitlin Chen. They're losing Paige and Caitlin Chen next year, so they still have Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong can play point center. But it's going to be really interesting to see what UConn do. And I think UConn, the transfer portal, are going to look for that point guard, and they're going to look for that 2 for Paige. And Avery Hell might be that long-term option if you are UConn. Obviously, if Iowa can somehow manage to get her to swing her in, like, she'd be fantastic. But I just don't know. I don't think Iowa are in the need for a scoring 2 guard when they've already got a combo guard who's probably going to have to play the 1 and is a score first player in Addie Deal. So, I do like Stolke and Hayden, because if you've got a score first combo guard, the best centers you want with them are rim runners and people that roll hard. And in fairness, both Ava Hayden and Hannah Stolke, they can both go and do that. Like, I would say they're going to be the 4-5 next season for Iowa. Any other teams? Like, Oklahoma got Chavez, so no. Any of the other good teams? Kansas State? I don't know. Who would pay? That's the question. Ohio State, maybe. But no, they still have Jelani Cambridge, who's putting up a lot of shots. I don't know. Like, genuinely, I have no idea where it would suit her game. But I am shocked she's transferring from USC. But honestly, with the way the offense was ran through Lindsay Gottlieb, like, I can see why a lot of these players are like, I have to work my ass off for every single shot. Why am I staying here? Which is a fact when you're playing for her offensive system. But anyway, I'll see you guys.